Alrighty guys, what is up? We're back. Today we got a kind of a shorter video, I think. It's a little bit different than what I usually do for my skate sessions, but there's a very good reason for that, and next week you're going to find out what the reason is. So please bear with me. You guys are going to hopefully laugh. Maybe some of you will cry. But today we're going to talk about T-stopping, okay? So let's get into it. I don't even want to call it a T-stop because it's not really a T-stop at all. So get the whole word T out of your head right now. Throw it away because that's going to just mess you up, all right? When you're T-stopping, I'm just going to keep calling it T-stop, so fuck off. When you're T-stopping, right, you want to basically make an L with your feet, but don't try to make, don't force the L, all right? When you look at some of these clips, you can see that, my foot is bent inwards a little bit. It's not a total L because the basics behind a T-stop is that you're just dragging that back foot behind you, and that's what's causing you to slow down. So you don't want to worry about like what it looks like, like what you're doing with your feet. The basics of it is that you're just dragging that back foot behind you to slow down your speed, okay? Now, for the number 2 thing not to do is you really don't want to put a lot of force on that back foot like I've been talking about. You just want it to drag. Look at this clip where I'm coming down the hill. It's just barely gliding across the pavement, and all of my weight is on that forward foot to keep me balanced, and I'm just letting it glide across the asphalt. And you can really see that in a few of these clips is that when I'm trying to stop really fast is that I bend my knees and all my weight is on my forward foot. And you can pick whatever one you want to be your forward foot. Personally, I usually have my left foot as my front foot and my right foot as my dragging foot. But sometimes, I switch it up and you could pick either one. It's just whatever you feel most comfortable with, all right? Now, the last thing that you should do to really improve your T-stops, right, is that you want to just practice going on one foot. Just skate around and try to practice balancing on one foot. Take your whatever foot you want to lead with, use that foot, and then take the other foot off the ground and just skate around with only on one foot. Obviously, I don't know. I'm just trying to make that clear because I don't have any footage of it. But what that's going to help you do is just get your balance. Okay, it's going to help you learn how to have all your center of gravity on that front foot, and then that's going to enable you to just be able to control it better. You're going to have much more control. So yeah, that's the real basics of a T-stop. Another few little tips that I can give is that don't worry about, like I said, making it look a certain way. So when you're dragging that foot behind you, don't worry about it being close to your front foot. As a matter of fact, you should kind of widen your feet up a little bit, and you can see that in some of these clips as well, is that you want to have kind of a wider stance when you're dragging that foot behind you. You don't want it to be pushed up against that front foot. Hopefully that works. I'm not really sure what other tips I can put. If you want to recap real quick, we got don't use too much force on that back foot, all right? Don't worry about making a T, but also don't worry about making an L either. All your weight should be on your front foot. Bend your knees to get better balance. And just practice skating on one foot, and you'll be doing T-stops in no time, all right? And also, just obviously try and do it every day because once you start, right, when you're starting off, it's really hard, okay? I get it. It's difficult because you don't have any muscles in your legs. Like, that's just the basics of the story. Like, you got no muscles, dude. So what you need to do is do it every day and build those muscles up. And when you build those muscles up, then you have way more control, all right? So it's going to be hard at first, but once you do it all the time, you'll start developing those muscles and you'll get way more comfortable with it and you'll be fucking like a god, all right? I believe in you. You can do this. Go out there and T-stop today. If you don't have skates and you're just watching this because you like my channel, then fucking go buy a pair of skates, all right? Take the brake off them bitches. Hope this helps. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like. If you didn't like the video, fuck off. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.